What's going on, guys? This is George from the George Baidoo podcast. Welcome to episode 2. I hope all you guys out there are doing well and phenomenal. Today is February 26th, 2022, coming live from the Bay Area. I hope you guys are all doing well. This past week has been crazy with everything that's going on in the news, and I just want to send just a very warm hug to everyone because I know a lot of things are going on overseas as well as here in America. So just want to send some positive vibes and positive vibrations to you guys all out there. Um, it's currently about like 60 degrees where I'm at, but yeah, just condolences to anybody that has family out there in you know Ukraine. And I don't want to get too much into it because I know it could be a very touchy thing for people. But anyways, I want to send my warm, sincere, uh, hug and condolences to anyone that's being affected by that. Because I know if my people were on that side, and if it was me going through that, I would be, it'll be heavy. So, um, just want to send those good vibes out there. So, um, but yeah, moving on. This is episode 2 of the George Baidoo podcast. Like I mentioned in my first episode, for those of you guys that watched that, it's just an audio form. Pretty much, I'm new to the podcasting game, brand new. Um, it was something that if you asked me 2 years ago, hey, you'll be doing podcasting or getting more into content creation, I would have been like, what? No. But over these last 2 years, especially with the pandemic, it has really like opened my horizon, and it's kind of forced me into like tapping into my creative side. Because growing up, I didn't really consider myself creative, but yeah, transitioning from finishing school this past December, and you know, still working on getting into the real world and finding my way. Um, so yeah, I decided to start this podcast because I felt like, hey, I have a voice, and um, and I have likes and interests just like everybody else. So I just wanted to put that out in audio form and see where this takes me. I don't know honestly how this will take me, but just getting comfortable in front of a screen, a camera, microphone, and putting this out there into the world can be very vulnerable. But I said, hey, you know what? I'm growing up. Let me tap into a new side of me and see what ventures and doors this opens up for me. But yeah, my name is George Baidoo. I think I said it like 10 times. Um, I'm 27 years old, recent college grad. Took a minute, but finally got finally got it done. So I guess at the end of the day, that's what matters. Um, I'm a health science major, and I'm actually currently in the process of transitioning from health science, which is my degree and what my focus was in college, to tech. And specifically, I'm looking into getting into cloud computing. So I'm actually learning AWS right now, and just learning their systems and um, doing hands-on exercises, projects, things of that nature. So it's been challenging but fun. So that's a little about me. I am first generation Ghanaian American, represented to the fullest. So um, yeah. So I'm very close to my roots. I haven't been there back since I was like 7 years old, but I'm very connected, and I consider that place home. So just a little info about me. Um, yeah, I'm very excited to start this journey. I plan on dropping at least an episode a week in video and audio form. So stay tuned for the audio version of this podcast and many others on other platforms soon to come. But this week on episode 2, I wanted to I wanted to tap into I guess a feeling of dealing with adversity. And sorry about background noise for kids. I'm still learning how to get this microphone and everything set up, but just bear with me. This week, I wanted to talk about, I guess, one thing that I've been battling really recently is just dealing with fear of failure and adversity. I forgot what I was watching recently, but it talked about uh, how to be how to be easy on yourself, but still work hard towards whatever goal it is, whether that's a profession, a relationship, whatever it is. I know, like for me, I have this when I get into this phase of like doubt. Excuse me. When I get into this feeling of doubt, and I find myself like allowing myself to be stuck in my own mind and letting my fear stop me from moving towards whatever venture that I'm trying to accomplish. Like for example, I just told you guys that hey, I'm recently in the process of moving into tech while working my regular job, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a struggle, and one thing that I try to keep in mind, especially when I tap into like the tech community, is that it's a journey, and it may seem like forever, it may seem like eternity, but remember, there's been people in your situation or even worse. Look around you. You have a roof over your head. You have internet. You're able to make ends meet. Things aren't all that bad. You could be living on the streets. So just put in the work. Put in the work. Head down. Stay focused. Almost like tunnel vision. And just remember that if you keep at it, keep applying yourself, not just in uh, maneuvering this field that you're trying to get into, but applying that same message to like all aspects of your life. Things can be things will eventually get better, and things will eventually open up for you. So that's what has been an everyday struggle, but I know me and many others out there, we just have to keep reminding ourselves and just just keep at it, keep at it. So I know a lot of people are secretly going through that right now as we speak and don't have an outlet or people to talk to about this. But I just want to come on here and just put that energy out there because again, even I need that a lot of times. So yeah, it's been tough, but hey, you'll get through it. And another thing that I think is very underrated as far as the world we're living in, especially in America, like we're all in this constant rat race. Every hour you're thinking about what you have to do versus what you want to do, right? And the pressures and the stresses that comes with that. And I think that's why a lot of people fall into this comparison or self doubt and just thinking about like, hey, am I good enough for this? Like, why should I keep going? It seems like it's never ending, never ending. Taking two steps forward just to take two steps back. And I think it's important that we all try to find ways of finding time to think. Like that is so underrated and not for some reason it's not ever talked about. You need time to think. You need time to relax your mind, and even if it's just 5-10 minutes, going for a walk and not having headphones in, going for a walk or just going sitting down at the park and just listening to like the sounds of nature. Like we're constantly surrounded by noise, whether that's the TV, the cell phone, social media, traffic, especially if you live in the Bay Area and in California in general. The Bay Area, SoCal, to my people, you know the struggle, you know the traffic and the headache that it brings. But um, for me, just finding time to just think and letting go, and not worrying about this, that, and the fourth. And for me, what I started doing recently was going on long walks. Luckily, where I live, there are trails and parks around. And one of the parks that I go to, huge park, huge park. There's even a lake in the middle, and it's like literally, I believe I walked it twice. No, I lied. I walked it once around, and then I walked like half of it, and all that together was about close to 3 miles, and that did wonders for me. The sun was out; it was like 72 degrees. Getting that nice, warm, fresh sun baking on your skin and going for that walk really helped me out because I was able to just think and clear my mind, and it didn't cost me any money. And for me, I feel like that was time well spent. And I believe for me, that's what helped me um, kind of rejuvenate myself and get myself going for the rest of the day. And I feel like if a lot more people like found time to do something of that nature, it doesn't have to be going on a 3 mile walk. It could be something as simple as 5 minutes. 5 minutes, if you can have some very nice, calm music playing while you sit and just zone, that's the best thing. You don't have to do anything elaborate if you can't afford it. And um, I feel like a lot of people will benefit from that. A lot of people, and because for me, it's been working wonders for me. So I want to send this message out there to everyone that's dealing with frustration, stress, and self doubt. Like, just keep pushing. Find healthy ways to recuperate and de-stress yourself. It's okay to have. Um, it's okay to be worried about the future and comparing yourself. That's natural. It's a human thing that all humans do. I do it all the time. But just remembering that going through that stage and then making time to say, okay, it's time to snap out of this this mood or this phase that I'm in and find ways to keep moving and keep adapting because no matter what you're going through, you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. And this is a note to self. As a 27-year-old who's not in where I thought I would be at 27, I know that like I can't keep holding on to that or constantly wearing myself down. I have to keep going. You have to keep moving forward. You have to. And I believe that if a lot more people, especially young people, millennials, my generation, and especially Gen Zs, who are dealing with stresses, family stresses, and things of that nature, especially if you're first generation all the way around, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but no matter what, we have to keep going forward, you know. And yeah, and um, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And I think another thing that I wanted to touch on was have it here in my notes. Oh, a question that was recently brought up, and I believe I saw it on a YouTube video. Yeah, it was YouTube, and the question was, what would you do if you did not have any limitations? What would you do if you did not have any limitations? Wow. If I didn't have any limitations, what would I do? Whew. I would say I would take more risk. Any limitations? Man, I would try and like read and educate myself as much as possible. It's not that I can't do that now. Doing my best to do that. But if I did not have any limitations, huh? If I did not have any limitations, I would probably would have mm, maybe do something scary like start a business. Now, what that business is, I'm not sure, but starting a business is probably one of the most scariest things that you can possibly do. You need a lot of capital to get started. You need a legit business plan. You need so many things to be at play. I think you need lawyers just in case, to protect your business, things of that nature. Um, if I did not have any limitations, if we did not have any limitations, what we can do? Yeah, honestly, that's what I would do. Like, I don't even know any other ways to answer that question. If I did not have any limitations, like, okay, let me use another example. If I did not have time constraint, yeah, I would. Hmm. I think I have to think longer on that question, but I wanted to bring that up because that was something that was recently brought up in a video that I saw, and it jumped out to me because we never really sit down and think about that. Like, what would you do if you did not have any limitations? That's such a loaded question, and it just goes to show you, like, with the world that we live in, everything is constantly quick, 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 instant gratification. You don't have time. There goes my dog. You don't have time to think about these things, and these are things that should be natural. You know what I mean? And yeah, I it's something that definitely gonna try and sit down and think more about. But yeah, as far as that, uh, this week has been really good for me. So um, I can definitely say every day I'm making progress towards my goals, and I hope that those of you out there are doing the same. And just remember, like, your present situation is not your final destination. Your present situation is not your final destination. If you're striving towards any goal or goals in life, keep at it. Block out all the noise, distraction, self doubt. If you have to limit social media, because I know social media can paint this false narrative that everything is a particular way, and people like to portray themselves as this perfect being out there. But just remember that um, as long as you keep at it and you're diligent in whatever it is that you're trying to aim for and strive for, things will eventually work themselves out. So, as far as that goes, I don't have anything else left to say as far as today in this episode. It's been really, really great talking to you guys, to whoever it is that's out there that took some value from this. I hope you took it. Again, I plan on doing this, dropping an episode a week. I'm not sure how how long I want to make these videos. I'm thinking about at least half an hour, and hopefully, I hope you guys can hold me accountable to that. But yeah, I want to drop this episode, let you guys know that um, keep going, keep pushing forward, and um, yeah. As far as the rest of the day for me, I'm just gonna go and actually study, study for my tech certifications. So um, I hope you guys are doing good out there. Again, peace and love and gratitude to you guys all out there. And for those of you guys that have family out there in Ukraine, um, best wishes. I wish you guys the best and stay safe. Stay safe, guys, and enjoy your weekend. Peace.